Have you ever found yourself in a situation where the odds were stacked against you? When it seemed like every challenge had conspired to bring you down? Have you ever felt the weight of fear and uncertainty bearing down on you? If so, then the story of Daniel in the lion's den is sure to resonate with you. Join us as we dive into this captivating biblical narrative and uncover the profound lessons it holds for our lives. Daniel, a man of unwavering faith and conviction, faced a harrowing ordeal when he was thrown into a den of hungry lions by King Darius. Yet, amidst the roaring beasts and the looming threat of their powerful jaws, Daniel remained steadfast in his prayers to God. As we explore this gripping tale, we will discover how Daniel's faith not only sustained him through the darkest hours, but also emerged as his shield and strength. Prepare to be inspired by the courage that radiated from Daniel's heart and the miraculous intervention that saved him from the jaws of danger. This is the story of Daniel in the lion's den, a testament to the power of faith in the face of adversity. Now, let's delve into the secrets of Daniel's night in the lion's den. Picture this, Daniel, a Hebrew exile living in the luxurious city of Babylon during the reign of King Nebuchadnezzar. Daniel was a man who refused to compromise his religious convictions, even in the face of immense pressure. When the king issued a decree that everyone must worship a golden image or face severe consequences, Daniel chose to defy the edict. His unshakable faith in God was evident as he continued praying 3 times a day towards Jerusalem, a practice that had become a cornerstone of his life. One fateful day, someone reported Daniel's disobedience to the king, who was furious upon hearing it. Despite Daniel's exemplary service and loyalty, the king's pride and anger got the better of him. He decided to give Daniel one last chance to recant his ways. However, if he persisted, he would be thrown into a den of hungry lions, a fate worse than death. Torn between his unwavering faith and the prospect of imminent danger, Daniel made a decision that would test his resolve like never before. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the city, Daniel returned to his usual spot and started praying. Unafraid, he poured his heart out to God, knowing that his actions would have dire consequences. Suddenly, the heavy sound of chains dragging metal moans echoed in the courtyard, signaling the arrival of 2 strong men carrying torches. They swiftly approached Daniel, interrupting his fervent prayers. With grim determination, they dragged him away to the lion's den. Meanwhile, King Darius found himself torn between his respect for Daniel and the need to uphold the law. As he stood by the den, anxiety gnawed at him. Unable to bear the suspense any longer, the king shouted for Daniel to be thrown into the den. But before the men could carry out the king's command, Daniel turned to them and uttered words that would change everything. He reminded them of the laws of the Medes and Persians, which prohibited the king from changing decrees. However, Daniel had a cunning plan in mind. He requested that the men close the mouth of the den and that they roll a stone to seal the entrance. Then he asked them to leave him there for 3 days without food or water. Astonishingly, they agreed, sealing his fate within that dark and dank den. As darkness descended, the den became a cauldron of roaring lions, their hunger echoing in their menacing growls. Daniel, however, remained calm. With the stone firmly lodged in place, he turned his thoughts and prayers to God, accepting whatever fate had in store for him. In the stillness of the night, something miraculous occurred. An angel of God visited the den, causing the lions to fall down and Daniel to rise unharmed. But this was only the beginning of an extraordinary chain of events. The next morning, King Darius rushed to the den, his heart pounding with anticipation. As he approached, he heard the sound of Daniel praying. Unable to contain his curiosity, the king looked through the den's window and witnessed Daniel standing unscathed amidst the sleeping lions. Overwhelmed with joy and disbelief, he immediately ordered the stone to be removed. When the people arrived at the den, they were greeted by a scene that defied explanation. There was Daniel, alive and well, amidst the slumbering lions who had miraculously survived the night without harming him. The king wasted no time. He pulled Daniel out of the den and, overjoyed at his miraculous survival, commanded that he be lifted up on the third day. To commemorate this extraordinary event, the king honored Daniel by issuing a decree that proclaimed Daniel as God, as the one who performed such mighty miracles. Daniel's reputation grew, and he continued to serve the king faithfully until his death. Now that we've unlocked the secrets of Daniel's night in the lion's den, let's discuss what this remarkable story can teach us. It's a story that transcends time and continues to inspire millions around the world. Daniel's unwavering faith in the face of danger is truly inspiring. In a time of intense pressure to conform, he chose to remain loyal to his beliefs without hesitation. Daniel's courage in defying King Darius and continuing to pray to God is commendable. Despite facing the possibility of being thrown into a den of lions, he remained steadfast in his devotion. This teaches us the importance of staying true to our values and not compromising our faith, no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem. Prayer is a powerful force that can sustain us through the darkest times. Daniel's habit of praying 3 times a day demonstrates the transformative power of a prayer life. Even in the midst of his terrifying ordeal, his prayers became his source of strength and solace. This reminds us to turn to prayer in times of trouble and to seek God's guidance and comfort. The miraculous intervention of God in Daniel's life is a testament to his divine favor. Just when all hope seemed lost, an angel of God intervened, protecting Daniel from harm. This highlights the sovereignty of God and his willingness to intervene in the lives of those who trust in him. It gives us hope that no matter how desperate our situation may seem, God is capable of delivering us from danger. Perseverance and patience are essential qualities that can help us endure through challenging situations. Daniel's decision to spend the night in the lion's den and trust in God's protection showcases these virtues. It reminds us that sometimes we need to endure difficult circumstances and wait patiently for God's intervention. Obedience to God's word is crucial for navigating life's challenges. Daniel's commitment to reading and understanding the book of Jeremiah may have provided him with the wisdom and insight to make wise decisions. It encourages us to study and obey God's word, as it holds the answers and guidance we need to overcome obstacles. Daniel's story teaches us the importance of forgiveness and reconciliation. After being released from the lion's den, he did not hold a grudge against those who had tried to harm him. Instead, he demonstrated forgiveness and understanding. This reminds us to forgive those who may have wronged us and to seek reconciliation whenever possible. Throughout the story of Daniel in the lion's den, several characters play significant roles in shaping the narrative. King Nebuchadnezzar, the ruler of Babylon, initially tests Daniel's faith by throwing him into a furnace of blazing fire. However, when Daniel emerges unscathed, the king recognizes the power of Daniel's God. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are the 3 young friends of Daniel who refuse to bow down to a golden image made by King Nebuchadnezzar. They choose to remain faithful to their beliefs and are miraculously delivered from the burning, fiery furnace. King Darius, the successor of Cyrus, issues a decree that everyone must worship a golden image. When Daniel continues to pray to his God, he is thrown into a den of lions as a result. And, of course, we have Daniel, the protagonist of the story who remains steadfast in his faith and prayer despite the opposition and persecution he faces. Through his unwavering devotion, he is miraculously saved from the lions, and his reputation and influence continue to grow in the kingdom. The story of Daniel in the lion's den has captivated readers for centuries. Its themes of faith, courage, and divine intervention continue to resonate with people from all walks of life. Whether you're facing your own personal battles or simply seeking inspiration, the lessons from this timeless tale can guide and uplift you. So open your hearts and minds to the wisdom contained in Daniel's story and let it be a beacon of strength in your journey through life. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the captivating story of Daniel in the lion's den. If you found inspiration and valuable lessons in this tale, We invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your feedback means the world to us, and we can't wait to hear what resonated with you the most. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more enriching content. Until next time, may you find strength and courage in the words of this remarkable story.